Hi, my name is Lawson, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about Ozona Probiotics and how it helped me and my husband. My husband and I were in the middle of planning our wedding when all of a sudden this random rash just popped up on his stomach. Little by little, a little itch that we thought was a heat rash from the golf that he was doing, going and getting the stress out of the way with the wedding, turned into like this big rash. It just started to creep up his body all up to his neck. In the midst of having to plan a wedding and those stresses too, all of a sudden I see my husband, who has the most confidence I've ever, and anybody has ever projected, now tugging at his collar, putting on long sleeves in the middle of summer, and doing anything to try to cover it up because he didn't want anybody else to see it at work. These things, as a wife, were really hard for me to see. One of the biggest pillars in my life all of a sudden is just crumbling right in front of me because his self-esteem is just so low. After seeing multiple dermatologists, trying all sorts of steroid creams, trying everything under the book, from biopsies to asking neighbors and friends and anybody, we finally came up with a recommendation that at this point we're just so desperate to try. We came up with Ozona Organic Probiotics as a referral from one of our friends who swore by it. Both of us were a little hesitant because why would a probiotic be able to work when all these steroid creams were not? But with the 2 weeks of trying, all of a sudden my husband's rash had spread all the way up to his neck, the itching had started to subside. And after a couple weeks later, more itching and the redness, and then all of a sudden little scaly patches were all over his skin. They completely cleared right in time for wedding. It was one of those reliefs that we didn't realize that we needed right before the wedding day. All of a sudden, my groom was standing right in front of me with confidence that I remembered that he had. It was a relief to me as his future wife, standing next to him and knowing that finally I have relief knowing that my husband is going to be okay.